Hey, welcome everyone to the Hire My VA Team and Business Building Podcast, where we help you to reclaim your freedom through hiring and thriving with virtual assistants without breaking the bank, without breaking your bank. And I am Dave Braun, and I'm here with my partner and co-host, mentor, friend, guy can call on a Friday night when I'm in trouble, mentor, coach, Larry Broughton. I did that last
I'm ready
Friday
to jump
night.
off the edge. Hello, David.
How are you doing, my friend?
Good. Thank you. I love you. Glad we're doing this together. Thanks for being on this journey with me. I appreciate you more than I can say.
It's a great journey. We are on a fun one, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, we've got a great topic for this week, or a question, and here it is. And we're going to be a little bit different this time than we have in the past, past bunch of episodes. So here is the question / topic. Can you show me what the Hire My VA program looks like behind the scenes?
In a word, no. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Yes. You know, Dave, you and the team have done such a bang up job on this and taken so much time to kind of get in the heads of how do we process information so that this program is easily accessible for so many people. So I do think it's an important topic. I'm glad that the topic or the question was asked. But I want to, Dave, not warn, but kind of give a heads up here to our listeners and viewers. I'm putting extra emphasis on this. This will probably be a podcast that will be best consumed via video, because we are going to be bringing stuff up. We are going to be sharing our screen on this. Will you get stuff out of it if you just listen to it on audio? Yes, we will try to walk you through what you're seeing right now. So if you're working out and you're listening to it on your headphones, but you're not watching the video, take it in. But if it's something that actually triggers you or reminds you, oh my gosh, I had to see this, go back and view it on, just watch the video of it. But I just want to kind of put a little exclamation point on that this one in particular is probably best consumed via video. That's all.
Okay. Well, I guess I can share my screen, right?
David, why don't you share your screen?
I'm glad you asked me that, Larry. All right. Let me share. Okay. Tell me what you see, Larry.
I see HireMyVA 2.0, Kajabi, my library, tech support.
All right. Yes. That's what we see here. All right. So this is the screen that you see when you jump in the very first time when you are trying to go through our course in community.
Yep.
So there's this particular one here is the course itself. And we're going to scroll down and you can see a bunch of stuff on the right, good stuff about instructors and really some quick links to do different things. We'll go through those in a sec. But here's in the sections, the different sections here, the introduction. We want you to start here, of course, where we talk about the program and how it works and what you need to do first. We've got the main 3 modules, though, are right here. Prepare yourself and your business in order to hire and thrive with a virtual assistant. The prepare part, Larry, is really, really important. And so many programs just don't get that right because they don't help you spend the proper time to get yourself ready.
Yeah, believe me, you can jump into this program without doing that module, and you can just jump right to the hire part. But this just came up in a conversation with one of the program participants last week, right? That they were hiring people, but then realized they weren't hiring the right people because they had not prepared for it. They didn't have their vision statement identified. They'd realized they'd hired a couple of people who didn't share the same core values that they did, or that the organization had. So can you do the program without doing the prepare? Yes. Is it the best use of your time? No. You know, I forget who said this. Was it Lincoln or somebody said, you know, if you give me, I forget what the stats are, give me an hour to chop down a tree, I'll spend 40 minutes sharpening the axe.
Oh yeah.
Something like that. Right. And there's also people that say, hey, a minute of planning saves 8 minutes in execution.
Yes.
So yeah, you can jump in. Absolutely. But boy, if you do have the time to prepare, go through this really critical module.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. And that's why we have it there. That's why we have it there,
Yeah.
because we recognize that you gotta prepare. All right. Then
Yeah.
the next big module is Hire VA. Here you get all the guts in the program of, I mean,
Yeah.
the real important stuff about the process of, creating your requirements, of making sure that you, put certain things in your job application to
Mm-hmm.
get people, to attract people to your job and or
Yep.
to your position. And then we also got a really nice flow chart in a way that you can go quickly through, a whole bunch of people that will apply, and you basically make them jump through a bunch of hoops, so that you're only spending your time talking to those who are going to be pretty good candidates.
That's right.
So that's the hire. And we've also got a case study in there about how it
Mhm.
worked with the timing and how long it
Yeah.
really took and all that kind of stuff. So that's the second one. And then the third one, of course, is thriving. And I mean, it makes no sense to spend all that effort hiring somebody when you're not putting any thought into how are you going to thrive with them? How are they going to be the most productive? How are you going to be very productive? Because you and your business is going to slightly shift once you hire your team member.
Yeah, Dave, it's interesting. The prepare module and the thrive module, I think, are unique to any other to hire my VA compared to any other hiring a VA program that's out there. Yes, we're not the only ones who are talking about how to hire a VA, right? There are books that have been written on this stuff. But as we had said earlier, just like if you put a little bit of effort on the front end to prepare to hire the right person, you'll have less turnover. Well, the whole idea here is that we want to help you get more freedom into your life, and you're not going to get more freedom in your life if you have a revolving door of VAs or you're hiring the
That's
wrong
right.
people. And
Exactly.
also, what we've learned over the years from Dave and I have been doing this for so many years, and all these different studies that have been done on building teams and building organizations, is that once they're there, that's just the beginning. Now you want them to thrive. You don't want them to go someplace else unless they're, you want to coach them out of the organization, right? But this thrive part helps you recognize that you're not going to break that $1 million mark or the $5 million mark or the $50 million mark by yourself. How do we do this together, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is a
Yes.
critical one as well.
Yeah. And then, so these are the main things that you want to
Yeah.
go through. And then, of course, we got a few bonuses in there. But we've got this section here that we want you to always look at when you're in the
Yeah.
program. It's got all the different worksheets, action guides, templates, and the different tools. And those are also sprinkled throughout the training modules, but
Yeah.
they're here at the end for a convenience. And then, of course, we have our member calls, and we're doing them on a regular basis at a minimum once per month. Right now, we're doing them twice a month, and we have
Yeah.
the replays. And one of the good things about some of these member calls, so if we'll look at the last member call replay, for example, that we had, is we put in timestamps. And of course, meaning this is Hire My VA, either Larry and I, we don't do that ourselves, right? So
Yeah.
one of our VAs, Daphne, does this. So it puts in stamps so that you can go to a particular place in the call to see what was going on and what questions may have happened. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what that looks like. And let's go back to the actual course itself. Um, Then let's give you a quick taste of what one of these main modules looks like. So let's look at the hire your VA part. Now, one of the things that we've got in each of the modules is we've got a quick start rapid action um, video slash training. Each one of these is about 20 minutes. And the idea is for each one of the three sections is you can spend, 20% of the time and get 80% of the content or the meat by just spending about 20 minutes for each section. So over the course of an hour, and that's if you only play it at normal speed, you can play it a lot faster, but you can actually then, within an hour, get all of the main meat of the program. Okay. And, and we recommend you definitely do that on each one. Okay. Now, you may look at this and see up in the left-hand corner, you may see Kajabi. That's what we're doing as using as the basis of putting our videos in and our content and our different products. And it works really, really well for us. Any thoughts, Larry?
No, I think this is good.
All right.
Again, we do know people who are just using the quick starts and diving in. These tend to be people who don't read instructions when they get a new phone, or they get the IKEA package shows up at the door and they have to build a new bookcase. They just they go off on their own. That would be me. But what I often find out later on is that I've missed really some healthy tips and some tricks. So again, take a deep breath, take a little bit of time. Now at this point in my life though, Dave, I will always watch a quick start or rapid action video just to get an overview. And then I go back and go step 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I can tell you 25 years ago, that's not what I did.
Well, I tell you, what's really nice about this is because, so you watch the quick start rapid action, but then here are, the detailed videos in this case, in the hire section. And you can say, oh, I really need to understand something a little bit more. So let me go into the details. Or you might say, well, when it, like, for example, comes to the benefits to consider, I've already got that down, so I don't need to watch that module. Right.
Yeah. Or let's say that you're an HR expert, right?
Yeah.
You know how to interview people. You may not have to do this, but frankly, there are a lot of entrepreneurs that have never interviewed anybody before, right? Mm-hmm. So the way this is laid out is you can pick and choose based on what your experience and expertise is.
Yeah. Yeah. So here's, all the different things that you really need to do and consider when you're actually just hiring someone, right? Yeah, and one of the cool things, we'll just show you an example here, but here we've got hiring time and agreements between you and them, meaning your virtual assistant. So when it's hiring time, what we've got certain downloads, right? Of course, we have the slide deck, but here is a sample offer / contract agreement between you and your VA. It's a PDF document, right? And we've got a whole bunch of these templates throughout the course. And we've been told, Larry, by people that these may be the most valuable part of the entire course.
Sure. And you're not starting from scratch.
Oh, absolutely.
These are tried, true, tested documents.
Yeah. So for example, here in the hire area, we've got just a big list. We've got, the information template. If you're going to use TransferWise to pay them, right? We've got sample requirements for different types of VAs, emails for inviting them to come in to join your team. We've got interview guidelines. We have a way for you to rank your different candidates. And this is just
where else are you going to find this?
That's a good question.
Well, you can find similar things one by one out there on the internet, but these are forms that we've used, documents we've used, and you got them in one place.
Yeah. For example, one of the most powerful things we have is a paid personal leave workbook, so that you can actually, keep track of the leave of your folks. We've got personnel policies, and we've got all that kind of stuff. And then, of course, there's other really cool tools that we got. But one of the things, Larry, I think is one of the most important things, one of the most valuable things is our community, right? So you can we can hop over to our community, and we can see the different topics, and we've got a place where you can introduce yourself, news and bonuses, questions, success stories, and action plans. So you can come in here at any time you want and ask your questions. You can wait for our, at a minimum monthly calls, but you can wait for those, or you can just come in and ask your questions anytime that you want. Okay. So, and we respond. So it works pretty well. We've gotten a lot of good, ideas on that, a lot of good comments on that. Okay, well, folks, I think that gives you a really cool I don't know, back of the scenes, behind the scenes view as to what you actually get with our program.
Dave, if you can go
And
back to, I'm sorry, go ahead.
no,
Sorry.
go ahead, Larry.
Just say, if you can go back to the main page on this, all I was going to say is that we've had a lot of people go through the program. Obviously, if it's not working for you, raise your hand, get in touch with us. But it really is very intuitive. But I know that it can be intimidating just to get started. So just start. Get in, just navigate your way around. It's easy to find your way back to the home screen for it. But just start, and always reach out to Dave, me, or Melissa, and we can help you out on it.
That's right. That's right. Okay, well, let me stop sharing, and I think we should probably close this one out, right?
Yeah. If you can find your way back
Yeah.
to the no share, you go to the top. There you go.
There we go. All right.
Yeah,
any other final thoughts?
You did it.
All right. Any other final thoughts, my friend?
Yeah, I guess the final thought is get in there and just start doing it. Here's the interesting thing. I was talking to, actually, I was at a political fundraiser this afternoon. I was, and there was someone there who has signed up for the program and been on one of the calls.
Okay.
And he actually said to me, I need to get in there because we need to hire somebody. We need to get a VA, lickety split. You probably know who I'm talking about.
I do.
And I said, well, dude, just get in there and do it. Get on the calls. If you need help, we'll help you out on it. But here's the thing. He's not even been into the app yet. Paid for the program. Been on one of the calls, but hasn't even got into the Kajabi back end yet. Right. So get in there, do it. Just start kicking around. You're not going to break it. You know, it's not going to like crash any piece of hardware that you're on.
All right. So if you, the person that Larry talked to, are listening to this, here's what you need to do is go see the introduction section. It's only a few minutes, but then go through the quick start, rapid action stuff, and then get on the calls with Larry and me and Melissa and other folks. Ask your questions like, where should I start? How do I find the time? And we've got, I mean, we're there. I mean, last time, what did we talk about last call? I think we talked about exit interviews, right?
Oh, that's right. We did. Yeah.
And all kinds of stuff just comes up. So we're there for you guys, and we're just having a blast with it.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Well, let's close this one out. Folks, as we're closing out, we just want to thank you, and hopefully you got something out of it. And I know if you were watching video, you got to see it, but if you're listening, it might have been a little bit tough, but make sure you go and listen to some of the other episodes, right?
Yeah.
We've got some great information, right? Because building a team, this is what we really believe. Building a team is the way to reclaim your freedom. And of course, as we talked about, Larry and I are here to help you. So 3 things we'd love for you to do right now, and we'd really appreciate it. Number 1, subscribe to the podcast if you haven't already done so. Number 2, give us a rating, preferably 5-star. Number 3, go to HireMyVA.com for more information on our course and community. Because remember, even without experience, you'll learn how to prepare for, hire, and thrive with virtual assistants. And Larry and I have helped a lot of folks. We want to keep helping others, and you need to be included in that. So just go to HireMyVA.com for more information.
That's right. Hey, do yourself a favor, do the world a favor. Go do something significant today. All right. God bless you. God hold you. God keep you. All right, folks. Go get them.
All right. Bye.